Well, friends, there's rare, and then there's this. So I was sat on my sofa earlier in the week, one evening, and Facebook pinged. I thought, oh God, what's this now? No, I'm joking. It was my friend Sam, who is Becco1987 on YouTube. I've left a link to his channel down below. So please go and check him out. He's a lovely man. And he had found something on eBay and sent it over to me and said, "Oi, you, this is just down the road from where you live." And I looked at it, I thought, oh my God, that can't be. That just cannot be. And it wasn't sort of just down the road. It was an hour. It was an hour there and an hour back, but it was so worth the trip. So I jumped in the car and then drove over there and went to this amazing house in Newport. It was absolutely beautiful. The garden was just massive, and he had this guy, such a nice man, really nice guy. He had a 1974 Volvo 164 in his garage. He had a AC's Volvo 240 under a tree in the garden. There was an 88 740 in a garage, and in the middle of the garden was a Daihatsu YRV in bright yellow. I'm like, what is this? This is amazing. I honestly could have spent all day there just talking to the chap and looking at the cars. It was brilliant. But the main event of this drive was to find this Hoover. Now, I have never seen one of these machines in the flesh or in the metal, in the plastic. And I've got some paperwork for them in my folder. And yeah, I've never seen one in real life. So all those years, never seen one. And then all of a sudden, one pops up on eBay for £25. £25. I mean, all right, it was a bit of a drive to go and pick it up, but I thought I can't let that go. And Sam said, just buy it, just buy it, just buy it. And he was absolutely right. So the machine I went and picked up is this. 1982 Hoover Powervac, wet and dry, in sage green? Yeah, possibly sage green. This is just so rare as to be beyond words. I'd love to know if anybody else has one of these. Please let us know, because it would be great to know how many are actually left. But this is just something else. I've never seen one to touch. Yeah, I am stunned, frankly. So the reason why these machines are so rare it's twofold, really. Number one, they didn't really sell many. Hoover was never really into their wet and dry machines until probably 86 or so, when they launched the Aqua Plus series, the 2200 and the 1700. And then, of course, we had, in the late 80s, the whole carpet washing malarkey, when Vacs really took off and everybody followed Vacs. But prior to that, Hoover did two, I think. They did two wet and dries starting in the early 80s. And I think this is one of the original ones. So the second reason why you don't see many now is because when you think about the job these cleaners did, you know, they were unblocking drains, they were getting wet all the time, they were used in the garage, they were used to clean the cars. They had a really tough life. And whilst you think, oh, it's a metal bin, all right, yeah, that's great to a point, but these bins rust. When the paint comes off on the inside, it comes off on the outside. I mean, you can see this one, it's not brilliant by any means. It's got rust spots all over, and it's quite rusty on the base as well. It's still solid, but it is quite rusty. And the plastic that the top section is made from is incredibly weak. It's really thin plastic. Well, no. Let me change that. It's not thin, it's low quality. That's the key to it. So the life these machines are leading, being pulled and tugged around, being used outside, they fall over, and they're top heavy. They fall over. You know, they could fall over full of water. They fall on hard surfaces. It's not carpet these things are falling on. It's concrete, brick, tile, and they just break. The plastic parts will just break. And this one has actually had a bit of an accident. If you can see there, if I tilt that down, that handle is broken, and it was actually inside the bin when I got the machine, so I can't lift it from this. It'd be a very, very bad idea to lift from this handle. This other side is not too bad. This one's okay. It's got a chunk missing here, but it's not terrible. Luckily, you can lift the cleaner because there are two handles. There's a sort of cutaway here, and same on the other side, so you can pick them up. So what is even more interesting about this Hoover Powervac is the fact that it is not a Hoover. Hoover did not make this machine. And on the back here, on its ratings sticker, which is very poorly stuck on, so it says Hoover model S4266, 900 watts, so it's a single stage 900 watt motor, bypass obviously because it's wet and dry. The serial number is 001609, and then at the end of the serial number it says 211. So if we go by Hoover's standard method of identifying the month and year that the machine was made, this would date it to November 1982, which is spot on. That is exactly what I would expect to see on this. Then it says underneath, trademarks of Hoover PLC. And then the most important part is made in Ireland for Hoover PLC. So it was made for Hoover by Aqua Vac / Shop Vac. So they made this for Hoover, and it is all Aqua Vac. Everything on this machine, you can see it. You can see it in the trolley, the hose entry here. The motor is just Aqua Vac. And if you took the Hoover lettering, branding off it, you would look at it and you would think, oh, Aqua Vac. Now, I don't think Aqua Vac actually made green machines. So around 82, Aqua Vac were producing silver and blue style machines, and then slightly after that they went over to the brown style. So you had a brown tank with the gold branding on it saying Aqua Vac, and brown plastic parts. So they never did anything green. This green, I'm pretty sure, and if you know different, tell me, I'm pretty sure this was just for Hoover. There was another machine, a second Powervac, which I think was that came in two colours, if memory serves. There was one, the early machine came in black, I think it was black with red writing, and then the second machine was cream with brown writing, and it was a more stylised cleaner. It wasn't quite like this. I'm just going to go and check my leaflets actually, because I've got a feeling that there may be another one of these. So I'm going to be right back. 2 seconds. Here we go. This is what I was thinking about. Yeah, something just popped into my head then, and I thought, ooh, hang on, there are different versions. So yeah, I was thinking of this one. But if we look here, then this is our more basic machine. So this is the one we have here. Yeah, and this is the more advanced / stylized one. So what's the model number of this? So this is the Super. That's that one. And then this is the wet and dry Powervac, the normal one. So 4314 came with additional tools, the 64mm gulper tools. So that means this one is S4312. And what did I say this was? S4266. Okay, so yeah, it's a different model number. Different colour scheme, so a more mid-80s sort of cream and light brown scheme. But yeah, I mean this is obviously Aqua Vac, like the one I've got here. I suspect this one is as well. But again, Aqua Vac never made this style for their own machines. That was just for Hoover. I wonder if that is a plastic bin on that one. It's no, it doesn't say. It doesn't say if it was. It just kind of looks plastic to me. You can tell that one's metal because it's got the crease in it. But yeah. Anyway, okay. So back to our green machine. Well, okay, that's enough waffling on from me. I'm sure you're all keen to see this machine working. I have given it a mild service. It didn't need much work actually. Just put this handle back on, give it a clean inside, stick a filter on, and yeah, it's all ready to go. I also have most of the original tools as well. I'm just going to put this down a sec. So this is just, this is Aqua Vac. Just completely and utterly. These horrendous floor tools, let me put that on there, where you can slide off the base. So you can slide that off and then you can put a different attachment on, I suppose. But yeah, these are not, I mean, you really wouldn't want to clean an entire house with this. This is just horrendous. And it's really small as well. It's like, what, is that 10 inches? I think so. Possibly. Yeah, so let's take our Powervac into the lounge and give it a run.